Hi everyone, I'm Sue and it's great to see you today. Do you remember that Peter was a special friend of Jesus? Today's Bible story was about Peter and his friends after Jesus died and came back to life again. And it was also after Peter had pretended that he hadn't ever known Jesus. And Peter was very sad about doing that. We heard in our story, didn't we, how Peter and his friends went fishing, but they were very disappointed that they had not caught any fish. But when Jesus told them to put their fishing nets down into the water on the other side of the boat, they caught loads of fish. They all ate breakfast on the beach together, sitting round a little fire like this one I've made here. After breakfast, Jesus had some important questions to ask Peter. He asked Peter, "Do you love me?" So let's all say together what Peter said back to Jesus. He said, "I love you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus." Then Jesus asked Peter again, "Do you love me?" So what did Peter say back this time? Yes, he said again, "I love you, Jesus." So let's say again for a second time, "I love you, Jesus." Then for the third time, 1, 2, 3, Jesus asked Peter again, "Do you love me?" We know the answer, don't we? So let's all answer, "I love you, Jesus," a third time. I love you, Jesus. Peter was upset that Jesus asked 3 times because Peter really did love Jesus. But Jesus asked Peter 3 times because he wanted to know that Peter loved him with all of his heart. And Jesus wants us to love him with all our hearts too. Then Jesus told Peter that he was going to go back to heaven and that he wanted Peter to feed his sheep and to take care of his sheep. Well, Jesus wasn't talking about the kind of sheep that has wool and goes baa, baa. Jesus was talking about people like you and me. So little sheep, let me hear you making a sheep noise. Baa, baa, baa. That's great. You sound like very happy sheep. And do you know what? When we really love Jesus, we will want to take care of others, just like Peter did. So I've got a question for you before I go. Do any of you have a pet? You look after your pet by feeding it, cuddling it, playing with it, don't you? Well, that's what it's like when we love one another. For the rest of Peter's life, Peter showed that he loved Jesus with all of his heart by loving deeply many new followers of Jesus, because that was the work that Jesus wanted Peter to do. But let's all do the same as Peter and show love and care to one another. Have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!